Do you know what I think is the fastest way to shift your state? One of the fastest ways, anyway. I'm Moita, NLP practitioner and life coach, helping people live more courageous and conscious lives. And I felt really inspired to record this just now as the idea occurred to me. Because it's so useful, it's so practical, and also because I've just been through an amazing specialized coach training last week, and it just put such a logical frame on things that I've I suppose intuitively known before, but it's often until we bring conscious awareness to it that things kind of evade us, perhaps. Anyhow, let me get right to the chase. So it's by feeling, instead of feeling all of those things that you don't want to be feeling, it's by feeling appreciation. Or you could say gratitude, but I guess appreciation, there's a slight distinction between the two, and you can define that for yourself. But, so why is appreciation one of the most powerful and possibly the quickest way to shift your state into a much, much more positive one, is because it takes us straight to our heart. And the training that I've done is about aligning the three intelligences that we have, not just our head intelligence, which is our mind, which is, very important and a big part of our decision-making process and all that, a big part of our lives. But sometimes it takes over completely, and yet we have at least two other just equally as important intelligences, and that is our heart and our gut, right? And they're each responsible for different kind of function in our lives. But to not go too far down that path, I just wanted to bring today's video really to the power of appreciation. When you ask yourself, when you look for what you really appreciate in your life, or what you're grateful for, I find appreciate is even a more subtler way, a subtler access point to that. You will feel it, and when you'll feel it in your heart, and it's really it creates an amazing state. So why I said this training puts a logical frame around it for me is because I've done guided gratitude meditations before, and every time I would end up the meditation with a smile on my face, not even realizing until I sort of woke up. And I was, wow, this is really powerful. And it was just the experience that I had that was powerful, but I didn't actually realize that it is a felt sensation in our heart as well. That is so, that is so impactful when it comes to appreciation. And another great thing about appreciation is, yes, I used to think when people started, or when I first, started hearing about gratitude and gratitude practice many years ago, I thought, yeah, okay, well, I should feel grateful or gratitude. And sometimes it feels like, oh, isn't it a bit forced, like being, grateful if I don't feel grateful? Well, that's the thing. I think we don't need to try and feel grateful for something we're not grateful already. It's not about making yourself grateful if you aren't, but it is about taking charge of your focus and look for things that are in your life that you are already grateful for. And anybody, literally anybody, does have those things in their lives, and they can be found. It's about the focus. So are you giving your focus to what's not going well, or according to plan, according to your expectations? Or are you focusing on what is, going great perhaps, or going well, or where is hope if things, seem quite difficult? So yeah, it's about knowing that appreciation is a very powerful feeling that will shift your state almost immediately, and really powerfully. So rather than wallow almost in the misfortune, or really focusing on what's not going right or well, and foster those negative feelings, will really bring us down, and they prevent us being creative, finding solutions, right? So are you focusing on the problem you know, that brings you down, or are you focusing on being part of the solution? And that goes for our personal lives as well as the greater problems that we're facing in the world. Yes, there's some terrible things going on, you know, we all see them, and that can bring us down. But the point is not to just be dragged down along with the world. It's about reclaiming our state so we have the energy and the power to make a positive impact. It's about bringing appreciation for our life into the equation and recharging ourselves, and knowing that there are things that are, you know, still worth, I guess, fighting for and taking action for, because there are many wonderful things in our lives and in the world. So that was my little, yeah, just sharing my thoughts and my feelings about this. And I noticed every time I write about how to keep going when things are tough, or how to pick yourself up when you're feeling down. And this is one of those tools. It's about, yeah, it's simple, it's quick, and it's profound. And it really makes a difference. So I hope you do try it. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments, or email me, or send me a message. I'm really happy to discuss anything that I speak about. And yeah, do get in touch and do try it. You can do guided meditations, or just sit down. You can close your eyes or not, and take a couple of deep breaths and bring your attention to what you really appreciate in your life, what you really, really appreciate. And it can be a situation, or a part of your life, or a person, a place, you know, what you do. It can be anything that brings you into that state of appreciation, and then really focus on it and allow it to expand and grow, and feel it in your heart center, and notice how it feels, and just bring up images, and, you know, everything, intensify it, really amp it up. This will make it so much stronger, and it's really gonna anchor in that wonderful state that will just have you float for the rest of the day. Okay, so I hope this was useful, and I look forward to making another video for you soon. Bye for now.